Imagine you're driving home from work. You make turns, stop at lights, avoid hitting that one guy who apparently thinks traffic laws are a suggestion. Then you arrive home, and suddenly you realize something strange. You remember absolutely nothing about the drive. It's like your brain hit skip cutscene. But here's the weird part. You weren't unconscious. You were seeing the road. You were reacting to things. You were making decisions. So where did those memories go? The answer reveals something unsettling. Your brain isn't showing you reality. It's editing it right now. Every second. In fact, the world you're experiencing is less like a live broadcast and more like a heavily edited movie, a movie created by your brain. And once you see how much editing is happening behind the scenes, you'll never trust your own perception quite the same way again. Let's start with a simple question. How much information is hitting your senses right now? The pressure of your clothes, the feeling of your feet, the temperature of the room, sounds in the distance, the position of your tongue, the feeling inside your nose? Yes, you can feel your nose now. You're welcome. The truth is that your senses are constantly bombarded with an absurd amount of information, far more than your conscious mind could ever handle. If your brain tried to process everything equally, you'd be overwhelmed instantly. Imagine opening 500 browser tabs simultaneously. Your computer would explode. Your brain solves this problem by becoming incredibly selective. Instead of showing you everything, it decides what's important and then throws the rest away. Most of reality never even reaches your awareness. Your brain acts less like a camera and more like a ruthless video editor. Interesting. Keep. Boring. Delete. Potential tiger? Definitely keep. This filtering system helped our ancestors survive, because if a rustle in the bushes might be a predator, you'd better notice it. The exact shape of every leaf? Not so important. One of the most famous psychology experiments demonstrates this perfectly. Participants watched a video of people passing basketballs. Their task was simple: count the number of passes. Sounds easy, but while they're focused on counting, something ridiculous happens. A person wearing a full gorilla suit walks directly through the scene, stops, beats their chest, then walks away. And around half of the participants never notice the gorilla at all. Not because they're stupid, not because they're distracted, because they were paying attention. And attention is exactly the problem. When your brain focuses on one thing, it often erases everything else. This phenomenon is called inattentional blindness, which is a fancy scientific term meaning your brain missed something embarrassingly obvious. The scary part isn't that people missed a gorilla. The scary part is wondering what gorillas you're missing every day. Now, things get even stranger. Most people assume perception works like this. Eyes see reality, brain processes reality, you experience reality. Simple. Except that's not really what happens. Many neuroscientists now think the brain works more like a prediction machine. Instead of waiting for information, your brain constantly guesses what's about to happen. Then it compares reality against its prediction. Think of it like autocorrect. Your phone doesn't wait for every letter before guessing the word. It predicts. Most of the time it's useful. Sometimes it creates absolute nonsense. Perception works similarly. Your brain is constantly predicting what you'll see, what you'll hear, what you'll feel, what people are about to say. And because predictions are faster than starting from scratch, they help you navigate the world efficiently. But they also create mistakes. Ever thought your phone vibrated in your pocket only to discover it didn't? That's not your phone malfunctioning. That's your brain making a prediction so convincing it felt real. Because if perception is edited, memory is edited even more. Most people imagine memory as a storage system, like a hard drive. You experience something, the brain records it, then you replay it later. Unfortunately, your brain did not receive this memo. Memories aren't recordings, they're reconstructions. Every time you remember something, your brain rebuilds the event, and every reconstruction introduces opportunities for change. Details disappear, new details sneak in. Some things get exaggerated, other things get forgotten entirely. This is why eyewitness testimony can be surprisingly unreliable. Two people can witness the exact same event and remember it completely differently. It's not necessarily because someone is lying. Their brains literally edited different versions of reality. Think of memory less like opening a saved file and more like trying to redraw a picture from memory every single time. Eventually, the drawing starts drifting away from the original. Here's something most people never realize. Every human being has a blind spot, a literal hole in their vision, right now, in both eyes. There's a place where the optic nerve connects to the retina. That spot can't detect visual information, meaning there are chunks of reality you're physically unable to see. So why don't you notice giant holes everywhere? Because your brain quietly fills them in. in. It takes surrounding information, makes an educated guess, and inserts what it thinks should be there. You've been walking around your entire life with missing visual data, and your brain has been covering it up so well that you never noticed. Honestly, if reality were a group project, your brain would be doing a suspicious amount of improvisation. At this point, reality might sound a little depressing. If perception is filtered, if memories change, if the brain fills in missing information, can we trust anything? Actually, yes, because the goal of the brain was never to show reality perfectly. Its goal was survival. Accuracy is useful, but usefulness is essential. Your brain evolved to create a version of reality that's good enough to help you navigate the world. A simplified model, a best guess, a controlled hallucination that's usually close enough to the truth. And honestly, that's kind of incredible. Right now, billions of neurons are working together to create your experience of existence. Editing, predicting, filtering, filling gaps, all without you noticing. Which means that the world you experience isn't reality itself. It's your brain's interpretation of reality, a carefully edited story, one that's being rewritten every second of your life. And the strangest part? The editor is so good, you almost never realize it's there. So the next time you miss something obvious, forget where you put your keys, or swear your phone vibrated when it didn't, remember, your brain isn't broken. It's doing what it's always done, editing reality. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more explorations into psychology, science, and the strange hidden mechanisms that shape human life. And before you leave, look around the room for a second. How many things were there the entire time that you only noticed just now? Maybe your brain edited them out until this moment.